Hello everyone, welcome to Real Stage 19. My name is Edwin and I'm your MC for today's event. I would like to greet all of you who are watching this event live from YouTube. Hello Medan, especially for our trainee who are preparing themselves break space. This is the Sunday where their heart is beating faster than ever. The day they've been waiting for and the day they've been thinking for many days, and also the day where they are going to the next level. Today, all of us is going to witness the performance from the trainees starting from junior year up to professional level. Each of them will deliver 5 to 7 minutes of speech, and there is a one participant will deliver 8 to 10 minutes speech. Before we proceed, let me explain briefly what is a real stage. Real stage is an event where SML1 trainees are going to show what they have learned during the Orator Society class. By joining real stage, they are going to the next level in the Orator Society class. Today, we have 10 fabulous speakers who will go to the next level. And of course, a stage is not an exciting stage if it is not filled with nervousness. So before we start, let me introduce you to our two amazing judges who will give feedback after the performance of each speaker. The first judges is someone who has so much experience in public speaking field, and he is also a certified training expert. Please welcome Mr. Mashuri Ngadijaya on the stage.
Hi, Edwin. Thank you so much for the nice introduction. And today's opening is so marvelous because you have put it in such a way that it is so exciting right now. I can't wait for the performance from each participant. And thank you for the great introduction. And hi to every contestants, or not contestants, but participants in this real stage. I can't wait to see your performance.
Thank you very much for your kind greeting, Mr. Mashuri. So next, we also have another judges. I would say she is someone I know as an experienced public speaking trainer, and she has won so many public speaking competition. So let's welcome our second judges, Miss Cecilia on the stage.
Hi, Edwin. Thank you so much for the introduction. I already feel the excitement because you have brought us to this journey already. And yeah, I am excited to see all the students who are going to perform in this Real Stage 19. And I just want to say that this is the stage where you progress, right? We are not striving for perfection, but progress. So good luck for everybody. I can't wait to listen to each and every one of you. Thank you, Edwin.
Thank you, Miss Cecilia, for the kind greetings. So, ladies and gentlemen, I know all of us can't wait to watch the performance of our amazing trainees today. So, let's start the real stage. Before we really start, let's close our eyes and take a deep breath and release. Do it one more time and one last time. So, all right. So, that is a little bit of intermezzo. And are you ready? Well, ready or not, we are going to start off by our first speaker in this 60 seconds ahead. Okay, so the 60 seconds is done. So let us welcome our first speaker. Okay, so let us start. Our first speaker of the day is someone who likes to study history. He will deliver a fabulous speech about cats are magic. So without any delay, let us welcome Cedric on the stage.
Hello, sir. Thank you for
Hi
that.
Cedric, how are you?
I'm great, sir. Thank you.
Wow, that's good. Are you ready for today's speech, Cedric?
Of course, I am. Yes.
Okay, so the stage is yours. You can start now.
Okay, so today I'm going to talk as an irulophile. Do you know what an irulophile is? It is a cat lover. Usually, when we hear about the word cat, the first thing that comes to our mind is meow. But actually, a cat's meow has different tones and meanings. Adult cats rarely meow to each other. A cat mostly meows towards humans, or the meows are only from the kittens to the mother. So now, let's listen to the different types of meows. So the first one is going to be a hungry cat. And then the second one is going to be an angry cat. It's very different, right? So now let's take a look at my cat's picture. His name is Mew. Anyone who first sees him will always ask, what is that on his nose? What is that on his lips? Why does he look so dirty? Okay, let me tell you. These are called freckles, not dirt. Just like humans, cats can get freckles too. In humans, we know that redheads tend to get freckles much more. And ginger cats, just like my Mew, are similar to them. So that's why ginger cats are more prone to have freckles. And then we have another cat right here. He's mine too. His name is Cullen. He has very beautiful eyes. Cats have some of the most unique eyes in the animal kingdom. So, so the black parts in their eyes can either be slit or round. So when the black parts in the eyes become slit, it means the cat feels relaxed. If the black parts in the eyes go round, it means the cat feels curious about something. So now let's take a look at the toe beans. This picture was taken by me and it was really hard to take since every cat's toe beans is really sensitive. Anyways, toe beans is the squishy pads on the underside of the cat's paw. Usually there are 18 toes. There are 10 on the front paws, 5 on the left, 5 on the right. There are 8 on the back paws, 4 on the left, 4 on the right. Cats use their paws to feel texture, as you can see right here. The dew claw here is for cats to hunt their prey. The metacarpal here is for cats to maintain their balance. It is the same function as the metatarsal, as you can see here. The carpet here acts as brakes. It's just like the brake of your car. Cats also can use the paws to soften landings after they jump. Now, here's a fun fact. Do you know you can actually unlock an iPhone 5S with a cat's paw? Do you believe me? Let's check it out. It's very cute, right? So, most people tend to not like cats. They think that cat's fur is dangerous to their respiratory system. But studies have shown that owning a cat can lower your stress and anxiety levels. So when you pet a cat, you will feel relaxed. So cats are magic. So when you see a cat, make sure to feed him, pet him, and love him. Then you'll be one truly happy person. Thank you. So, thank you.
Wow, what a great and unique speech from Cedric. So without any delay, let me welcome our first judges, Mr. Mashuri, to give a constructive feedback on Cedric's speech, because we believe feedback is the key to be champion.
All right.
So-
Thank you, Edwin, for inviting. And Cedric, I'm impressed. You know why? I didn't know that cats, we can recognize state of emotion of a cat by listening to a voice. And I think it was very smart and very, very interesting for me to listen directly. And you have prepared this speech so well with all the material, with all the preparation that you have gotten. And also you have shown videos to basically prove your point. And what I like the most from your speech is basically you deliver this, as I was watching this on a full screen, I was feeling like watching a YouTube video with a narration and, a proper YouTuber basically to basically speak about cats. And you brought it so lightly. And interestingly, so that, for common people that they might not have known or they might not have heard about a cat, they feel interested about it. And I didn't know that a cat has a break, and you brought that up, and I felt that was a very, very interesting and eye-opening for me. And in terms of your performance, I guess that it was, being a first speaker in every event is always very tough. I realized that being the first always gives you the burden. How would I perform? It's like the mental burden for you. And I think you handled that really well for today. Yeah, you handled that really well. And you presented the whole speech completely as you planned. Okay. And although I could observe several parts where you were hesitant or you were basically afraid of saying certain words that weren't in your script or in your in your imagination or what you have prepared before, and therefore I could see slight hesitation in certain parts of your speech. This could probably comes from probably because you were focusing on because you were the first in this performance, or either basically you have complicated words that you were afraid of saying it wrongly. So in my suggestion, in the future, if let's say you want to avoid this kind of hesitation, what can you do is basically change the difficult words to something that is easier, that would makes you feel easier to deliver the words, or even spend more time in rehearsing the speech or the difficult words beforehand. All right. That is the only suggestion that I could give. I think that is for me. But although overall, I really love the presentation. Thank you, Cedric.
Thank you very much, Sir Mashuri, for the constructive feedback. So let us welcome our second judges, Miss Cecilia on stage.
Cedric, what an insightful speech that you have. Today, I learned so much more about cats. To be honest, before I listen to your speech, I always think that cat is dangerous to be around. But today, you proved me wrong. You gave me so much more information, and I know more about cats today. Well, thank you so much. Cedric, I really love that you were so calm throughout the performance. And again, the camera position was so well, and it is well rehearsed. What I really like about your speech is that you stimulate your audience not only by visual, but you let us listen and let us watch as well. So that is a great incorporation in your speech today, Cedric. Really, really well done. In terms of the opening, Cedric, this is a very minor thing that I'm sure you can improve in the future. Is that when you open up your speech, just directly go into the question. Okay, so instead of just now when I saw you performing, it says, okay, so just jump into the first question that you have, which is, do you know what allurophile? Okay, it is quite hard for me to say it. Allurophile is, or maybe you can say, do we have any cat lovers here? Well, today you are in luck, or something like that. Okay, so just open it up with a direct question so that you directly get the audience attention. I think that is all today, Cedric. Today was really, really well done, well prepared. I'm looking forward for your next informational and fun speech. Back to you, Edwin.
Okay, thank you very much for your constructive feedback, Miss Cecilia. So, without any delay, let us welcome our second speaker. He is a person who likes to play games and to watch movie. So today he will deliver a speech with the title My Favorite Fruit. So please welcome Martin on stage. Hi Martin, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Great. Are you ready for your speech?
Yes, I'm ready.
Yes, great. So the stage is yours.
Hi, everyone. As you know, there's a virus called coronavirus. Since this pandemic, my mother often advised me to eat fruits. Almost every day, my family prepare fruits at the dining table. Then, my mother said, you have to eat fruits every day, especially that are fruits high in vitamin C. For example, oranges, guavas, papayas, pineapples, and a lot more. But now I will tell you about my favorite fruits. Wait. Yeah. Now I will tell you about my favorite fruits. But first, what is your favorite fruits? Is it apples, bananas, guavas? Yeah. My favorite fruits is mangoes. One day when I was 5, I go to market with my mom and see strange fruits. At that time, I was really curious about the taste. Is it good or bad? And then I asked my mom to buy it and peel it for me. My mom buy it, we go home and peel it for me. I taste it. Yeah, the taste was really good. My mom said mango is a fruit that contains a lot of vitamins, especially as the vitamin C. And since that time, I really like mango. Yeah, it become my favorite fruits. Why mango become my favorite fruits? Because the taste was so good. No, not just that. The vitamins is a lot too. But what do we get from eating mangoes. On realizing numbers benefit of mangoes, your love for these fruits will increase manifold. Not only tastes so good, but has a many health benefit. And here I will share about some benefits and healthy reason for why we should eat mangoes. The first, it helps in fighting cancer. Mangoes contains a lot of antioxidants that protect our body against the breast cancer, colon cancer, prostate cancer, and leukemia. The second, it was help in maintaining our cholesterol level. Mangoes contains high level of vitamin C, fiber, and pectins, making it become the perfect fruits that help in controlling high cholesterol level. But if you are not high in cholesterol, you will still need a lot of vitamin C, so you can still protect your body. The third, it was help. The third, it was helps in regulating our diabetes. Do you know mango leaves? Yes, eating mango leaves are great to regulate diabetes. So, people who suffering from diabetes should buy 5 until 6 mango leaves in a vessel. Soak it overnight and drink the filtered decoction early in the morning. Also, moderation will not increase your blood sugar level. The fourth, it was a way to lose weight. As mango contains a lot of vitamins and essential nutrients, eating one mango will make you feel fuller. Also, as it is loaded with fibrous content, it boosts the digestive function and burns unweighted calories from the body. This in turn will help in losing our extra weight. The fifth, it was for our healthy eyes. Mangoes are also loaded with vitamin A, making it a perfect fruit to improve our eyesight. It also prevents night blindness and dry eyes. The sixth, it was it was improve concentration and our memory. If you are difficult to concentrate and have a low memory, then gorge on mangoes. They are not only help in improving our concentration, but also boosts our memory. The seventh, it was help in strengthening immune system. Mangoes also contains a vitamin C, A's, and other different kinds of vitamins. All these nutrients are beneficial for our immune system for keeping it strong and healthy. For now, it is very important to increase our immunity. Why? Because we need to against the coronavirus. And one way to increase our immunity is to consume fruits that are contain vitamin C. One of which is mangoes, one of my favorite fruits. So that is some healthy reason for why we should eat mangoes. That's all about my sharing today. My name is Martin. Stay safe and stay healthy. Hello.
Hi, Martin. Wow, what a fabulous speech, and it is a very informative. For first of all, I will try to welcome our first judges, Miss Cecilia, on the stage to give the constructive feedback. Please welcome Miss Cecilia.
Hi, Martin.
Hi,
You
Miss.
have you have to be responsible for me salivating over your presentation today. Because when you were talking about mango, I just keep thinking about mango and how delicious the mango is. So good job for creating that speech today with a well prepared presentation slides. I really like how you start off your presentation or your speech by telling us a very personal story, because you told us how we are in this situation, the COVID situation that we are all in, right? And you tell us that your mom says that it is really important to eat fruits that is high in vitamin C. So it is really relatable to all the audience. That is a good trick to start your speech, which is to relate to the audience. So that is very well done today, Martin. Now, for the benefits, you even go further into the benefits of eating a mango. So it is a really informational speech today that you give, Martin. What I can suggest you in the future when you are delivering an informational speech that is full of information, you have done the visual, right? And the second is that you can even maximize the vocal variety that you use throughout your speech. What do I mean by that? So when you say that cholesterol, diabetes, weight loss, okay, what you can tell us when you do your presentation is that you use that high and low pitch that we have learned before in class to further engage the audience. Okay, Martin, I think that is all for my input today, Martin. I can't wait for you to go up to another level, which is Lieutenant Colonel, and do all the exciting projects in the future. Okay, Martin, I think that's all, Edwin.
Thank you, Miss Cecilia, for the very good and constructive feedback on Martin's speech. So let me welcome our second judges, Sir Mashuri, on the stage.
Hi, thank you, Edwin, for inviting me back. Martin, I have a question first. I have a question to you first. How do you feel after delivering the speech?
I feel like I'm so happy that I can share this information to other people.
Yes, I could genuinely see the energy and the excitement that you bring up basically when you share about mangoes. And I agree. When I listen to your speech, basically, I am sitting here and wanting to have a mango myself. And especially, I remember that in the past, I had one of the best mangoes as well in Miss Cecilia's farm, because Papa Mama's florist, they have these mangoes that are very drooling as well. So I'm promoting a bit, yeah? Well, in a way, in your speech, basically, what I'm trying to observe here is that I am so proud with your improvement, especially because I remembered, Martin, in the past, when you first came to SML1, and I was observing from here and there, and you were not so confident in delivering speeches in English. But now today, you have delivered that really comfortably, and also you have delivered it really, really well. What I am really impressed with is how you can basically form words and do your own research on extensively, and you presented that research with complete fluency. And this is a huge achievement, and I can say that I'm proud with your huge progress. What I can suggest for your future improvement is like this. I know that doing research and presenting those data that are very, very precise would be very difficult, especially without a script, right? Especially without a script. And I want to push you a little bit further that I know those numbers, those data could be very difficult to handle, but with more practice, with more rehearsal, I think you can deliver it in more engaging and also more lively way rather than like a scripted manner, which means that when you present a research and you can bring the data alive, for example, hey, did you know that this eating mangoes can reduce your weight by 20% if you continuously eat it every day, for example. So you present it in a way that it is very energetic, okay? Just now, your research was well done. Your presentation was well done. It's just that to push you a little bit further, so bring it alive, bring the data alive. And I believe you can do that. And congratulations. I think I'm so excited for you to progress in the Lieutenant Colonel level. That's it from me. Back to Edwin.
Thank you, Sir Mashuri, for your constructive feedback, because we all believe that feedback is the key to be champion. So with the feedback from the judges, I'm sure Martin will become a better speaker in the next speech. So, thank you everyone. So let's us have a 60 seconds of silence for the judges to finalize their evaluation. All right. All right, the 60 second is up. So let us proceed with our third speaker. He is the one who like to play games and like to do sports. He will deliver a speech with the title COVID-19. So please welcome Kenichi on stage.
Hello everyone, my name is Kenichi. Today I'll talk about COVID-19. Where does coronavirus come from? Does pangolin spread COVID-19? Well, we don't know. Probably most of you guys don't know also where does coronavirus come from. But there is many people think pangolins spread coronavirus. The first known identified case in Wuhan, China. Coronavirus gets spread all over the world. Who named COVID-19? Why does WHO name COVID-19? Is it just because it made coronavirus disease in 2019? Or there is also another purpose? The WHO named COVID-19 because CO is for corona, VI is for virus, D is for disease, and 19 is for 2019. The official names COVID-19 and SARS-CoV-2 were issued by the WHO on 11 February. Does WHO stand for? Does you know WHO stand for? WHO stand for the World Health Organization. How does corona get spread? Corona gets spread because people are near each other and they don't wash their hands before eat. People travel around from cities to cities and countries and also places. The pangolin spread COVID-19. Probably no one knows where does COVID-19 come from. Mostly people said COVID-19 come from the animal pangolins. Coronavirus spread from one person to another person. You guys might think how? It's because people travel from country to country and it's because they stand near each other. Why do we need to follow the health protocol? We have to be very careful because something might have coronavirus. Everything around you might have coronavirus. So you might need to hand sanitizer things that are around you. It's very important to follow the health protocol. Do you know what is the health protocol? The health protocol is washing hands, using hand sanitizer or using soap, wearing mask, and social distancing. The health protocol is very important. Why? If you follow the health protocol, mostly of the virus will die. So it's very important to follow the health protocol. And that's why you need to follow the health protocol. Why country get locked down? The country get locked down so not a lot of people get COVID-19. Because if in the country are not locked down, the people that get COVID-19 can travel to other country. And then in that country, there will be more people that get COVID-19. When he get back to his country, he will spread COVID-19 to the people at his country. So in one country might have less people that get COVID-19. So the countries that might have less COVID-19 will maybe with no COVID-19 because all of the people might die. Because of COVID-19, and that country might have no people that have COVID-19. So that's why they lock down the country so we cannot travel anywhere. Why we cannot eat at the shop? We cannot eat at the shop because you always never know. The seller guy and the helper might have COVID-19. You never know if the seller guy or the helper guy have COVID-19. And you also never know things that the things have virus. You always never know. Example like door, spoon, chair, table, and more that might have COVID-19. So that's why you need to bring hand sanitizer. So that's why we cannot eat inside the shop, so we don't get COVID-19. Don't forget to bring hand sanitizer so we don't get COVID-19. If you bring hand sanitizer, it's very important because some of the things you might have COVID-19. You always never know. Everything around you might have COVID-19, even the people or things that around you. And thank you. I hope you enjoy my speech. I hope you learn something from my speech. Thank you.
Wow, what an impressive and informative speech from Kenichi. So without any delay, let me welcome our first judges, Mr. Masuri, to give a constructive feedback on Kenichi's speech.
All right. Hi, Kenichi. I am, this speech is basically something that I think very relevant at this moment, and to give explanation to people why do we need to care more about health protocols and so on and so forth. And you have given a very good case on how it started and how you have done your research basically. Now, in this speech, basically in this real stage, I do believe that one thing that can be added to your repertoire, right? One thing that can be added to your arsenal is basically the way you deliver the speech. I do comment on your speech making, your speech drafting, although I want to see more from Kenichi in terms of the delivery. You know why? Because I observed throughout the speech, you are looking, the eye contact was not given much to the audience. And I think in this journey, throughout SML1's lessons, you know by right that delivery is one of the most important. Good content, but without good delivery, it wouldn't be a good speech. You have to have a balance between good content and good delivery. And what I do want to see in the future, I want to challenge Kenichi to do more, is I know handling the research topics is very difficult, and there are terms that you might not really recognize. For example, just now, several words that are not very familiar for you, and then you had difficulties to explaining it. So what I wanted is basically you pay more attention to your audience, give more engagement, less on the reading your script, okay? Because it's different. You can feel the difference between a person that is talking to you or speaking to you with someone that is reading in front of you. So what I want to see more from Kenichi is the delivery part, because the content was good. The delivery with eye contact, with engagement needs to be improved. All right, that is my comment. But overall, I liked the way you form your contents just now. That's it from me. Thank you. Back to our MC for today, Edwin.
Thank you, Mr. Masuri, for your feedback. And let us welcome our second judges, Miss Cecilia, to give a feedback on Kenichi's speech.
All right. Hi, Kenichi. It is so good to see you again. Congratulations for finishing your real stage speech. I know it was a nerve-wracking experience, but you got through it. Now, Kenichi, I saw that during your speech, you were trying to engage the audience by repeatedly going back to the camera and then going back to the camera so that you don't lose attention from your audience. I saw that you were doing the eye contact, but again, I agree with Sir Mashering Adijaya, which is your content is really, really good. And I want you to remember that this. There's a rule of 7, 55, 38%. Okay, so what does that mean, miss? So 7% is basically the content. Okay, so a speech is 100%. The 7% is the content, and the 55% is the gesture and the body language. And the 38% is the tonality or the delivery of your speech. So going back again, when you go up to the surgeon level, I want you to really concentrate or really focus on improving your body language and your tonality or your delivery. Okay, so I think you will do great by practice. Again, use your stage time because stage time is privilege, Kenichi. And today you have also be a better version from way before today. So congratulations for finishing this real stage, Kenichi, and I'm looking forward for your next speech.
Okay, thank you very much for your feedback, Miss Cecilia. So I'm sure with the feedback from our two judges, Kenichi will be doing better on the future. So thank you. Let us have a 60-second of silence for the judges to finalize their evaluation. All right, the 60-second is over. So let us welcome our fourth speaker. He is the one who like to play games and reading books. So and he is also will deliver a speech related to COVID-19 issue. So please welcome Yujiro on the stage. Hi Yujiro, how are you?
Hi sir, I'm fine.
So are you ready for the speech?
Yes.
Okay, Yujiro, the stage is yours.
Coronavirus disease or coronavirus disease 2019 or COVID-19 is a contagious disease caused by the SARS-CoV-2 virus. The first known the COVID-19 disease spread is on the Wuhan, China in December 2019. This disease has since spread worldwide, leading to an ongoing pandemic. And COVID-19 affect different people in different ways. Most infected people will develop mild to moderate illness and recover without hospitalization. And now I will tell you some symptoms that COVID-19 cause. The most common symptoms is like fever, dry cough, and tiredness. The less common symptoms is pains in whole body, sore throat, diarrhea, headache, loss taste and smell, and a discoloration skin, like your skin will be pale like usually sick people. And the serious symptoms is like difficulty breathing or shortness of breath, chest pain or pressure to the chest, loss of speech and or movement. If you are exposed by the COVID-19, then do this method to cure yourself. Like call your healthcare provider or COVID-19 hotline to find out where and when you can do the test. Cooperate with contact tracing procedures to stop the spread of the virus. If testing is not available, stay home and away from others for 14 days. While you are in quarantine, do not go to work, to school, or to the public space. And ask someone to take someone to bring you the supplies. Keep at least 1 meter distance from others, even from your family members. Wear a medical mask for protect others, including if you need to seek the medical care. Clean your hands frequently. Stay in a separate room from the others family member. And if possible, wearing a mask also in the room. Keep the room well ventilated. If you share a room with other people, place the beds at least 1 meter apart. Monitor yourself for any symptoms for 14 days. Call your healthcare provider immediately if you have any of these danger signs, like difficulty breathing, loss of speech or mobility, confusion and or chest pain. Stay positive by keeping in touch with loved ones by phones or online and by exercising at home. There are some impact is cause of COVID-19, such as economic impact and educational impact. Economic impact is when the 24th February 2020, there are a global stock market that fall in that time, and that's make very many people like starving, like eat cannot eat the some vitamin that they need, and many fashion, sports, and technology events have been cancelled or has changed to be an online events. And the educational impact, like the school in worldwide are closed because of the COVID-19 disease. Because of that, like some people that cannot do online in home is very pity, because the teacher always angry to them while they cannot do something at home like study or what, and they will be stressed too. But now the whole of the world already managed to have the vaccine of the COVID-19 disease. So I hope this pandemic can end soon, and I hope you can take care of your health by washing your hands frequently. Don't go out if that is not an important. Wear a mask and keep a distance about 1 meter to others. especially your family, when you are in outside. If you feel unwell, then check to the doctor as soon as possible before it's too late. And I'm Yujiro, and this is my explanation about the COVID-19 disease. Thank you.
Wow, what a wonderful and informative speech from Yujiro. Without any delay, let me welcome our first judges, Miss Cecilia, to give a constructive feedback on Yujiro's speech.
Hi, Yujiro.
Miss.
How are you feeling?
I'm good.
Relieved?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, so Yujiro, congratulations for finishing the real stage speech today. Again, another relevant topic for this situation that we're in right now, COVID-19. And you have prepared your material really well because you went to the symptom, you tell us what to do, what not to do, and then the impact on the economy and the education. It is really insightful speech that you have today. I really love the way you open up your speech. You directly go into the issue that we have. You didn't go like, hello everyone, my name is Yujiro. Today I'm going to talk about this, but you directly go into the point, the opening, which is really, really done well. Okay. And then what I can suggest you is that because this is a very informational speech, okay, it has a lot of information and you don't want to lose your audience, correct? So before you lose your audience, we can engage them by using our body gesture. Okay, by using our body gesture, we can give a more visual impact to our audience. Let's say, for example, there are 3 symptoms that you have to look for, which is the first one is the shortness of breath. Second, chest pain. Third is loss of mobility. Let's say something like that. Okay, so use your body language so that you can engage the audience even more. And by that automatically, we have to see you in the camera, right? So you may be just push your camera a little bit further so that your hand gesture is on the screen. Okay? Yujiro, I think that is it for today. I agree with you that I hope that this COVID-19 will be over soon because I would really love to see you perform on stage in real life. Back to you, Edwin.
Thank you, Miss Cecilia, for the constructive feedback. So let us invite our second judges, Sir Mesuri, on the stage to give the feedback.
Yujiro, I think this is the first time that we meet, and I do agree on the confidence that you have shown in today's session, in today's presentation is good. And also, I want to say that this topic that you delivered is very relevant. The part where I like the most from your speech is basically that you were attempting to engage with your eye contact with the audience through the camera. And that is the part where I like the most. What I have hoped a little bit more is basically in terms of the smile on your face. Because, you know, in this part, I know that you are a very handsome and good looking guy, and just put on a smile to make sure that you can melt the audience heart. Because that is very crucial. As a speaker, you want to give a positive vibes. You want to give a very welcoming vibes. And how do you do that? It's very simple. Put on a little smile. All right. So in terms of the presentation, I think that Miss Cecilia has discussed that so well. Yeah. And the only part that I could say is if you could try to involve storytelling inside the information, that would have taken this speech even further. You know why? Because from today's sessions also, we know that COVID-19 is a very popular topic and people talked about it, right? So as a speaker, we need to find a unique point of view. Why we need to talk about COVID-19. And through bringing out personal stories, you bring the uniqueness about the COVID-19. For example, you have this much of suggestion for people to do. But if you can add storytelling of, hey, I've seen a family friend, or let's say a friend of mine, or the family of my friend having this COVID-19, had to battle COVID-19. And when I ask what happened, they give this strategy. And I want to share this strategy to all of you. So you make this very unique. Rather than just giving out information, you add a little bit more storytelling. With that, I think you would have a whole package. And remember to package it with your smile as well. All right. So just now was gesture from Miss Cecilia. Mine is your facial expression. That is the smile. Thank you. Yeah. All the best, Yujiro. I do hope that in the next level you would try more strategies in public speaking, and you would be even better. Back to Edwin, our MC for today.
Thank you, Sir Masuri, for the constructive feedback. I'm sure with the two feedback from our judges, I'm sure that in the future, Yujiro will do much more better. So let us have 60 seconds of silence for our judges to finalize their evaluation. All right. So welcome back. The 60-second is over. So now we will have our fifth speaker of the day. She is the one who like to draw something. So drawing is her hobby actually. She will deliver a speech with the title of My Phobia. So please welcome Alicia on the stage. Hi Alicia, how are you? Can you hear?
Yeah, I'm
Are you
fine.
ready for the speech?
Yes.
Okay, great. So Alicia, the stage is yours.
Do you have phobias? Well, I have phobias too. My first phobia is nyctophobia. If you don't know what nyctophobia is a phobia that is fear of the dark. Well, I mean, I always have scared of the dark because I like horror movies, and sometimes I always think about supernatural beings. When I really want to go to the toilet, and my toilet is outside, so basically I need to run in the toilet and then run back to my room and then close the door and then go to sleep again. Have I ever faced my fears? How was it? Yes, I have faced my fears, and the first time I faced my fears is just like I really want to turn on the lights, but I can't because it's nighttime already. My second phobia is monophobia. If you don't know what monophobia is fear of being alone. I really hate being alone, especially when it's nighttime, and I couldn't sleep because there's no one to accompany me with. Have I faced my fear? How was it? Yes, I have faced my fear. And my first time facing my fear is okay. It's kind of fine. And mostly, yeah, I am getting used to it. The third one is claustrophobia. If you don't know what claustrophobia is fear of tight places. I really hate tight places, not because it's small, because there's like creepy crawlies, like cockroach, spiders, or maybe rats too. But I never lived in some claustrophobic house. I mean, yeah, if I live in there, maybe if I saw like the insects or something, I would just run. Have I faced my fear? How was it? No, I haven't faced my fear. And maybe if I faced it, maybe I would just ask my father or mother to leave that house alone. And fourth is acrophobia. If you don't know acrophobia is fear of heights. I really hate. Like when there's a tower A and tower B, and then you need to go to the plank to go to the tower B. I really hate that because it's just like when you just miss one step and then the plank broke and then you just fall. Or maybe there's like you look down and then you see there's a long road and then you're just like no, I won't go there. I would just go down and then go to and then cross the road and then go up again. Maybe I would do that, but I really hate walking on tight ropes, even though there's like a holder or something. Yeah. When you hold that, yeah, I still scared because it's really, really terrifying. I ever did that when I was 7, 8 age. Yeah, I don't know, but it was like a 4 or something, and I was just like, what did I did this anyway? I regret it. So the moral of the story is it's okay to have fears even though it's weird. Thank you.
Wow, it's such an impressive speech by Alicia today. So without any delay, let me welcome our first judges, Mr. Mashuri, to give a constructive feedback on Alicia's speech.
Hi, Alicia. One thing that I can say, this is the first meeting that we had. This is the first time that I meet you. And it's so nice and to be able to watch you live on YouTube today. And what I can say, my impression is you are such a sweet girl. You have such a sweet voice and also you have a lovely smile. And that is a huge advantage as a speaker because instantly people will be able to like you as a person. And when people like you, people will pay more attention to you because not everybody, realize or not, I have met so many people that sometimes they lack in likability, and you have this in you. All right. And what I can say in terms of the speech, you talk about phobias, and wow, you had a lot of phobias as a person. But bear in mind, I have many phobias too. You know what I'm afraid of? One is insects. Second is spiders. Those are the things that I don't like. And also, in the past, I used to have a phobia of heights. So you mentioned that agoraphobia as well. So I think you were as how old you are, if I may ask, Alicia?
My age is 11.
That is lovely. So at 11 years old, you have this knowledge about phobias, and you can tell and explain it really well with your personal story as well. And that is a huge good point, positive points that I see. Now, in order to push you a little bit further to become even better, my challenge for Alicia would be one, if let's say next time when you want to deliver a speech, try to sit in the middle of the camera. Okay, this is technicalities. You know why? Because when you have a good proportion in front of the camera, you appear good. You appear properly in front of the camera. People would be tempted to listen to you even further. Okay, that is the first suggestion. The second suggestion would be if in the future you would like to make videos, if you would like to speak on camera, probably I want to suggest one more extra strategy, that is to have extra light in front of you. Let me show you an example. This is my setting appearance on the camera. But compared to this, how do you feel in front of the camera? Right? So it's a bit different when your facial expression is fully seen in front of you. So I'm not saying that you have to have good equipment. Just make sure that you speak in front of the window that you have with the natural lighting in front of you that would make your facial expression shines in front of the camera. In terms of those are just technicalities, because I just want to give you a suggestion on the technicalities, because I feel that you have progressed so far and we still have to work on many things. However, this would instantly change the impression in front of you. All right, Alicia, that is just my simple tips. Thank you, and all the best for your next stage. Back to Edwin.
Thank you, Sir Masuri, for your feedback. And please welcome our second judges, Miss Cecilia, to give the constructive feedback on Alicia's speech.
Alicia, I am so proud of you today. Can we give a big round of applause for Alicia? I think you deserve it. Alicia, what I love about you is that you are a great storyteller. You know what? Because you always make your personal story and you always share that to your audience. And what I really like about you as a storyteller is that the detail you put in every scene. Like, for example, when you explain to us that you are afraid of the dark, you said to us that, well, I went to the washroom. Before I went to the washroom, I watched the horror movie and then I turn off the lights and then I'm just scared and I just run. So it's the detail that made your audience able to imagine and to experience that fear of darkness with you. So good job today. Alicia, what I really like is that you follow this specific format where you explain to us what each phobia means and how you face it, right? Now, because Sir Mashuri have already mentioned the functionality, I mean the camera and the audio and the lighting, now I want to focus more onto the content itself. Okay, I want to know more about how you handle that fear of dark, that fear of being alone, that fear of tight places. How exactly did Alicia tackle her fear? Okay, so I want to know more about that. I think that would really help the audience to also tackle their own fears. Okay, Alicia, I think that is all. But today, I'm really glad that glossophobia which is the fear of public speaking, is not on your list. Okay, congratulations, Alicia, for finishing this real stage, and I'm looking forward for your next speeches. Back to you, Edwin.
Thank you, Miss Cecilia, for the constructive and a very good feedback. I'm sure with the feedback from our two judges, Alicia will improve, become a better person in the future. So let's have a 60 seconds of silence for the judges to finalize their evaluation. So welcome back again. The 60 second is over. So now we will see the performance of our sixth speaker. She is the person who like to dance, listen to music, and watch movie. She will deliver a speech with the title of Hydrogen Fontaine. So please welcome Averina on the stage. Hi Averina, how are you?
Hi sir, I'm good.
Great. Are you ready for today's speech?
Yes, of course, I'm ready.
Wow, great. So Averina, the stage is yours.
Thank you, sir. All right. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. So here I've got a product that can help us to boost our immune system, which is hydrogen fontaine. I will explain more about what is hydrogen fontaine in next slide. And don't forget to stay tuned until the end of this presentation because there will be a special package and also a special promo in the end of the presentation. So without further ado, let's just start. So first, what is hydrogen fontaine? So hydrogen fontaine is a part of the for changing a normal water into a hydrogen water. So why do we need a hydrogen water? First, because it benefits our health. Second, it helps to cure 170 diseases. The third, it contains antioxidants that can free radicals. The antioxidants that have in 2 liters of hydrogen water, it equals to the antioxidants in 1,000 apple and banana. Next, protects cells from the effect of oxidative stress. The fifth, it enhances immune system. Six, so here I made into 4 sections. The first is the international certificate. Well, these are some of the international certificate that hydrogen fontaine has. So it's basically already 100% safe to use. And it also already approved by MHI, which is Molecular hydrogen institutes and have 117 reasons. So here are the articles from MHI organizations for hydrogen fountain and also hydrogen water. And here are some websites that shows hydrogen water can prevent or help to cure 170 diseases. Second, here are some testimony from COVID patient. So for the first COVID patient, she got COVID since 9 December and she started to use hydrogen fountain for the inhalation therapy since 17 December until the 1st of January. And thanks God, she finally recovered from these COVID situations and finally get negative on her PCR test. Now for the second COVID patient. This second COVID patient need a oxygen to breathe, but after using hydrogen fountain for the inhalation therapy, he or she doesn't really need an oxygen to help them to breathe anymore. So number 3, hydrogen fountain. Why should we choose hydrogen fountain? Why not other products? So here I make the comparison of hydrogen fountain and also another product, and this is based on hydrogen bottle plus inhalation process. So basically it's 2 in 1 in one bottle. So for the first, it is about the charging thing. For hydrogen fountain, it is just like phone. It's really wherever you go, you can just bring it out somewhere and then you can use the bottle. For the maintain, already been provided, while another the whole bottle. So basically you can see any normal water into this manual filter. For the warranty, well, a months of warranty. Hydrogen fountain just costs 3,900,000, while another available is 23,600,000. So it's basically really available Neon Twin Exotic Tosca. Now for the package and the special only until tonight. For that, let me the first improve your blood circulation and skin rejuvenation, and also it can help you to take care on your heart. For the second, it is Rejuve Crystal Pendant. This pendant is really needed for students out there because we're now spending more time in front of computer and also in front of our phone, and this pendant could decrease the radiations that get into our body, and it can help to increase immunity that we really need now during this pandemic, and also it can help improve our sleep quality. For the third one, it is Cyanos Era. Cyanos Era is basically like our skincare, but in the powder version. So basically, you drink it, not use it. And this product can lighten your skin, moisturize, and also soften your skin. So if you want to glow up later on for your birthday or for your wedding party later, you should have these products. So now for the special package. The first special package that we have is package of duo. So in duo, you have to purchase 2 of hydrogen bottle and will get one box of element plus one Cianos era plus one piece of RC pendant for free. And with this package, you can save until 2. So what are you with our Instagram page later on that I will show you in the last PPT. So you have to purchase 4 of hydrogen fontaine and you will get 2 boxes of plus 1 box of Cianos era plus 2 pieces of you can now check our Instagram on WhatsApp and also Line. Just hit right. So remember, promo over until tonight at 11:59 p.m. Safrena.
Wow, it's a very fabulous, wonderful, and informative speech from Aferina today. So let me welcome our first judges, Miss Cecilia, to give a constructive feedback.
Aferina, what can you not do? You can dance, you can sing, you can do public speaking, and now you can sell expensive stuff. Today, you have done really well in your presentation. Not just the slides that are really well done, but you know what else is beautiful? You. You have prepared yourself to present today. It is really, really nice when you dress really nicely, you make up, and then it just makes us as the audience to trust you more as a seller, you know? And yeah, it's really well done, the presentation. Now, the vocal variety that you have used throughout the presentation is also very well, ups and downs, so that your audience is not bored of listening to you, but they're more excited, right? And I love the fact that you always see in the eyes of the audience, like you are worried that it is too much for us. You are worried that it is too expensive for us, so that you give us the comparison of other products as well. Now, Aferina, if I can tell you one secret about selling expensive stuff, it is this just one thing that you have already done, which is the storytelling. Okay, the storytelling. It just hooks people onto the products even more. Now, I would rather you put the story of the patient's recovery in the beginning of your speech rather than say, today I want to introduce to you a product called hydrogen fountain. Okay, what you can do is that just switch that order, and then you can directly get audience attention at first. And then you see, I have a solution. So in your presentation slide, you can directly put a picture of that patient, okay, and the result, which is positive. right? And then you can tell us that, you see, this is a very scary thing to have. It is a very scary moment. But then, you know what? This result have became negative. And you know what happened in between? It is this product that I'm gonna introduce to you, which is hydrogen fountain. Okay, so that is the way you can engage the audience and just sell these products even more. But overall, Averina, I am pretty confident that in the future, you can sell anything. All right, Averina, today that is it for my input. Thank you very much. I'm going to give it back to Edwin.
Thank you, Miss Cecilia, for the constructive feedback. So let us invite our second judges, Sir Masuri, on stage.
Hi, Averina. Yeah, am I audible and am I visible to all of you? Because I think I'm struggling a bit with the technical, the signals.
Yes, all clear.
Okay,
Sir.
all clear. All right. So, Averina, what I can say is, well, today, as mentioned by Miss Cecilia, you look so professional. You look so amazing and trustworthy as a person that will say something or sell something in front of people, a lot of people. And what I like the most is basically the way you structure everything, including the way you present yourself in front of the camera, and then how it looks on the presentation slides as well. All right. Now, in terms of for those who are watching and wondering why are we seeing a trainee and SML1 is selling something, it's the challenge, because selling skills in life, if you cannot sell, you wouldn't be able to have more values in your life. So basically, we want to challenge every trainee to do so. And I think Averina has done that really well today. Although I have several observations that might be similar with Miss Cecilia's. The first thing is, when you want to sell something, basically, people do not like to be sold to. You have to understand that people do not like to be sold to, which means that people don't like, hey, I want to sell you something. When you say that, people would automatically, they would draw back. So we need to make the connection as the seller and audience, or the seller and the client, the prospective clients, as smooth as possible. And how do you do that? Is basically, people don't buy products, they buy solution. And how do you have a solution? You must first identify the problem. What are the problems that they face? And if, let's say, in the beginning, you have stated out the problem, hey, during this pandemic, people have been struggling to find oxygen tanks. People have been fighting to look for oxygen tanks, and so on and so forth. Just make a relevant story, find a relevant story that is happening recently, and make it a case as a problem. That is your opening, and then you move it on to the solution. Okay, you move on to the solution. Hey, why we are fighting for those things if there are alternatives that you can find and readily available. And here I comes with a solution for all of you. So when you present it that way, that would make instant connection. People will not feel that you are selling to them, but you are offering a solution for them. Okay, that is the first. And then in making a sales speech, basically, there are things that we need to take care of. That is the first. The first is our benefits. We need to make sure we highlight our benefits. Benefits is not only about profit, how much money or how much you can save from a product, but there are other things as well. In life, people search for 5 things. The first is, of course, profit. Can you save money? Can you earn more money? The second is, can you have more peace in life? Can you have more peace in life? Or the third, can you be more happier in life? All right. And the fourth is basically, if you can have more prospect in the future. Do you have more hopes in the future? And the last one is, do you have fun? So basically, people are looking for this. And if we can relate our products to this 5 motivation, human motivation, we can have a strong sales presentation. Overall, those are the suggestions that I could give. The part where I think you have, those are the suggestions that I want to give. Not necessarily, you have discussed that in your speech, but you can make it stronger in the future. All right. And lastly, one last thing is, just now I was a bit more, I felt It's too bad that the connection just now was, missing in the middle, because I was waiting and I was wanting to listen the complete speech and to do your presentation a justice. And I really look forward for your future speeches, Averina. Good job today.
Okay, thank you very much for your constructive feedback, Mr. Mashuri. I'm sure with the feedback from our two judges, Averina will be one of the best speaker in the world in the future. So let us have a 60-second of silence for our judges to finalize their evaluation. Welcome back. So the 60-second is over. So now we are heading on to our seventh speaker. He's the one who likes to sing and cycling. Today he will deliver a speech with the title of PM 2.5. Let us welcome Othniel on the stage.
Yes, hi.
Hi Othniel, how are you?
I'm fine.
Are you ready for your speech?
Yes, I'm so ready.
Great. Othniel, the stage is yours.
Yes, did you know what is the most important in this pandemic beside our health? Let me tell you a reality. Your surroundings air quality counts as one of the most essential things during this pandemic. I bet you never care about it. Let me show you an experiment. I will tell you how the air quality in my house using one cool device called PM 2.5 meter. You will asking, what is PM stands for? PM stands for particulate matter. So using this device that will show you how good the air quality around me. According to AQI, Air Quality Index, healthy air quality index is from 0 to 50. So using this PM 2.5 device, from 0 to 12.5 means clean air, while from 12.1 to 35 means moderate air. Then from 35 to 55 means unhealthy for sensitive people or groups. And above 55 state on the PM 2.5 device means unhealthy air is around you. So yeah, let me show you how is the difference in my house. The air quality in each room is different, believe it or not. So see, this is my kitchen. The air quality in my kitchen is 258, which means unhealthy, not so good, isn't it? So then I will go to my living room. Can you see? This PM 2.5 device show you what is the different number. From 258 to 72 means unhealthy too. Then finally, I will go to the cleanest of all. And you guess where is it? Of course, my bedroom. Now let me show you again. How is my bedroom quality? Well, it's tidy. How come? Such a difference between outside and inside my room. You know what? It's because I placed an air purifier in my bedroom. Air purifier, as you can guess from its name, it is purify the air around us. So when I put the PM 2.5 device near the air purifier, it became 002. It means the cleanest of all. So what is the particle can air purifier filter? Well, definitely dust, smoke, pollen, bacteria, and even virus. Air purifier has layers of filtration system that blocks those microparticles in the air and supplies the clean and pure air after the filtration. According to WHO, World Health Organization, HEPA filter recommended for any indoor places to improve the air circulation and quality of the air. This HEPA filter normally able to filter the particle to 0.01 micron in the air, as well as diminish the odor and harmful gas up to 50 until 80 square meters. By the way, how many of you have installed air purifier at home? You can consider air purifier in your home during this pandemic. Science has proven that air quality can be improved using air purifier with HEPA filter. Hope my speech can give you some inspiration. Stay healthy and safe. Thank you. With me, Sergeant O'Neill. Goodbye.
Wow, Othniel, such an amazing and informative speech from you. So, without any delay, let me invite our fabulous judges, Miss Cecilia, on the stage.
Hi, Othniel.
Hi,
Great
Miss.
job for today's presentation. I really love it. You know, the way you deliver the presentation is not boring at all because of what? You include your face in the presentation. It shows us that you really do the due diligence, which is to test by yourself that this product actually works, and it differs between places. So it adds credibility that your audience will trust you even more. So, Othniel, just a minor suggestion for you is that whenever you are delivering a presentation, it is suggested that your camera is on the same eye level as your eyes so that you are not looking down or you're not looking up. Okay, so try to adjust the camera so that it is at the same level as your eyes. You can add some books like what I do right now. You can add some books on top of below your laptop so that it is adjusted as the same level as your eyes.
Okay.
Right? Okay. And the second one is the closing, Othniel. Okay, so let me ask you this question. What is the purpose of us listening to your speech today? Do you want us to install the air purifier at home?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, so make that clear. Okay, so instead of saying stay healthy and stay safe, you say to stay healthy, I suggest you to install an air purifier in your house today. Okay, so the call to action or the closing so that it is memorable, that people will remember your speech today, Othniel. But overall, you have done such a great job today, Othniel, by improving with the suggestions that are given to you today. I am pretty sure that you're going to be a greater and better public speaker in the future. Back to you, Edwin.
Thank you for the feedback, Miss Cecilia. So let me welcome our second judges, Sir Masuri, to give the feedback on Othniel's speech.
Othniel, I think today's presentation, I'm not going to repeat what Miss Cecilia has mentioned because everything she said was true. And that if you apply that, it would elevate you to the next level already. Now, what I wanted to dive into is the way you say and the way you use your tonality in speech, because I think that that is the strongest point that you have, Othniel. You know why? Throughout the speech, I could feel that you pressure the appropriate word when you want people to remember. So whenever you mention about air purifier, you do have this pressure on the change of the tonality that shows pressure. And I think that that is a very natural talent that you have. And that also basically can become your strongest point in the future. Use your tonality, use your pressure, your pitch, and also your pace and power. Those are the things that you can involve in your speech to make it even stronger. All right, those are the strength point that you have. What I wanted to give you as a suggestion is just as simple as this. Make sure when you mention about the tagline or the punchline, when you mention about a punchline, put a pause after that. Having air purifier change your life quality. Put a pause. For example, change your life quality. Pause, and then you continue. So basically, you give the pause to make it even stronger. All right. So that is the simplest suggestion that I would suggest to you in the next step. And overall, I really love the whole presentation. You have your proof. You've done your due diligence, as mentioned. And I really like that you show different parts of your room and different parts of your house, which basically proves the point why people should care about air quality. That's it. Congratulations, Othniel. Back to our MC, Edwin, today. Thank you.
Thank you for your feedback, Mr. Masuri. I'm sure with the feedback from our two judges, Othniel will improve, become a better speaker next time. Okay, so let us have a 60 seconds of silence for our judges to finalize their evaluations. "60 seconds is over, so let's proceed to our 8th speaker. 8 is a lucky number, and this guy, he loves drawing so much. And today, he will share us the tips for interview. So without any delay, let me welcome Devon on stage. Hi Devon, how are you?
I am fine.
So are you ready for your speech?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Wow, great. So Devon, the stage is yours.
Guys, do you know what? 38% of the interviewer didn't get hired because of their bad voice quality. 33% of the interviewer got rejected because of their bad posture. And 26% of the interviewer got rejected because of their bad posture. and also bad handshake. So, do you know what is interview is? Interview means that you got interviewed by other person, also known as the interviewer. So how about if you never got an interview? If you never got an interview, or you don't know what and how to interview, then this is the right time for you to watch and learn how to do the interview correctly. So first of all, you have to pay attention about before that interview, when the interview, and after the interview. So before the interview, usually you given some email by the interviewer when you should go for an interview, especially for a job. Usually they give you an email like a week or a couple of days before the interview. So use that time wisely by do some deep research, so you can know more what is the job looks like. They usually ask you, what do you know about the job? And also, you make sure you have to give the preference to the interviewer, so they can know what source do you take, so they don't think that you stole the information from other person. Then when the time for you to go to interview, make sure you wear a good outfit. I would like to recommend you to wear a smart outfit that is better, that is good, that is polite. Then after you dress an outfit, then you should go on time and also arrive on time. At least like 1 hour before the interview and 5 minutes before the interview. And after you arrive, when it's time for you to interview, go and greet the interviewer. And when they ask you, answer clearly. And make sure every time you answer, always make an eye contact to the interviewer. Remember not always to answer briefly as well, or very simple answer. Example like this: if they ask you, do you love an art and what you can do for me? Then you only answer like, I'm very good at art, at drawing, and I can do that for you. No, that is not what an answer for. You should answer like you explain what you like. Example for me, I really like at art. I'm good at drawing and also do Photoshop. I have something that I'm still learning right now. That is how you answer. And remember, enthusiasm is important thing as well. Like if you don't know or you don't understand what the interview asks, just ask them, but don't interrupt. Let them finish. And if you find something that is interesting for you, just say it as a response by using a compliment. And remember, a posture is important as well. So it determines how diligent or lazy you are. And also, confidence, one of the most important things. So if you lost confidence, the meaning that you are not relaxed, you are not chill. So the solution of that is you just require to answer the truth and answer what you know. As I said just now, do a deep research so you can know what the job looks like. So like that. And also talk like you are in comfort zone. And also Don't even overconfident if you find something that is easy for you. You can do a lot of mistake in that. So by the time you already finish the interview, don't just leave when they ask you to leave. Instead, do a closing greeting. It's simple like this. Okay, thank you for spending the time for interviewing me, and I hope that I will get hired by this interview. Like that. And make sure you shake hand to the interviewer too. And I think that's all for my interview tips that I could give for you. Remember one thing. You should remember what to do before the interview, what to pay attention when the interview, and what to do after the interview. And also, confidence is important thing as well. Answer the truth. Answer what you know. Remember, enthusiasm. That what impress the interviewer most. Interviewer judges not only from your answer, but on your psychology as well. So, if you follow these tips, you will get a higher chance for you to get hired or get applied for a job. And thank you guys for listening and watching about my interview tips. I hope that this can help you just in case if you are going to interview. And have a nice day, guys. Thank you.
Devon, what a fantastic and informative speech from you. So, without any delay, let me welcome our first judges, Sir Masuri, to give the constructive feedback on Devon's speech.
Stefan, nice to meet you. This is the first time we meet. Stefan, what I am wanting to commend first is I think you look good in front of the camera, your proportion in front of the camera, the way you position yourself in the middle, and also the lighting and all the technicalities. I think those are all amazing for your performance today. Okay, those are very good. And I like how we can clearly see the facial expression that you are expressing, and that is huge, especially when we deliver speeches online. And one biggest strength that I have is that you are very, in the topic that you choose is very, very relevant, especially considering your age. And when you want to find out about these tips, and you share about these tips, probably because you really wanted this to help other people as well. Now, what I can say is that in all parts of the tips that you mentioned, most of the tips you applied it in front of the screen. Most of the tips, I think you have a good posture in front of the screen. That sets a new or a good example for a good credibility why people should listen to you. And that is why I think this speech is quite special to me. And what I want to challenge you, Devon, I can see that delivering a speech on YouTube is not easy, especially at the back of your mind when you know that there are a lot of people could be watching this, and this could stay in YouTube for a long time and people could glance through this. You have this emotional burden. All right. Just because of this probably is your first time going on stage or going live on YouTube. It's okay. There are plenty more times in the future, and you could be even more comfortable, even more convenient, and be more expressive again in front of the computer. Okay. So stage time is privilege. Go ahead and try again, and practice and make improvement upon your previous practice. Then you will reach the greatest heights that you can achieve in public speaking, because you have all it takes to become a great speaker, great presenter in front of the camera. That's it from me. All the best, Stefan. Back to Edwin.
Thank you, Sir Masuri, for the constructive feedback on Devon's speech. I believe with the powerful feedback from our two judges, Devon will surely do better in the future. So that's it for Devon's speech. So let us have 60 seconds of silence for our judges to finalize their evaluation. Okay, 60 seconds is over. So let us invite our second judges, Miss Cecilia, to give the feedback on the speech. So please welcome Miss Cecilia.
Yes, thank you so much, Edwin. All right, so just a brief feedback. I think, Devin, you have done such a great job today. This is your first real stage, and you are already impressing a lot of people, including me. So, Devin, what I really love about your speech is that, first of all, you open up your speech with a bang, which is, do you know that 38% of interviewee is rejected because of this and this and this, right? That is a very good hook in the beginning. So you open it with a bang, and then throughout your speech, do you realize that you use your pause very effectively? What I mean by that is that when you are nervous, when speakers are nervous, usually they tend to put filler words. This is like like all the mannerism that we have as a speaker, but you didn't do it. You pause for a moment and think and continue, which is your strength, Devin. Today you did really well in using pause effectively, open up with a bang, and then third of all, you give examples to what your points is. So for all the points that you are giving us, for example, answering clearly to an interview questions, you give us a very detailed examples. I think for the suggestion is just the same with Mr. Mashuri, which is practice a little bit more. And I think just by practicing and more stage time, you will be a better speaker. I think that's all, Devin, from me.
Okay, thank you very much, Miss Cecilia, for the constructive feedback. So now we are going to proceed to our ninth speaker. So she's the one who liked to watch movie, and she also liked to play games. She will deliver a very good speech on coronavirus. So please welcome Chloe on stage. Hi, Chloe. How are you?
Hi, sir. I'm fine.
So, are you ready for your speech?
Yes.
Okay, great. Chloe, the stage is yours.
Hello, everyone. I'm Chloe, and today I'm going to talk about coronavirus. So, coronavirus is a very dangerous virus. But what is coronavirus? Coronavirus is a virus that can cause sickness to human and animal. But exactly what is coronavirus? Coronavirus is a group of viruses that can cause our respiratory illness. But maybe some people doesn't know as respiratory illness, so I'll explain more. Respiratory illness is the type of disease that affect our lungs and our respiratory system. Respiratory disease may be caused by infection and by form of air pollution. How does corona get its name? If you see on the microscope, you can see coronavirus, and on coronavirus under surfaces, there's a crown under surfaces. And Latin word for crown is corona. So coronavirus got its name by a Latin word. But did you know that there's another name for coronavirus, which it is called SARS-CoV-2? SARS-CoV-2 stands for Severe Acute Respiratory Syndrome Coronavirus 2. When does the coronavirus started and how it is started? Coronavirus started on 31 December 2019. WHO or World Health Organization was informed of cases of pneumonia of unknown cases in Wuhan City, China. Experts says that coronavirus started from bats and wet markets in China. Some wet market in China sell some fresh meat and fresh fish, and including animals that are killed on the spot. But some wet market in China sell some wild or banned species, like cobras, wild boars, and raccoon dogs, and much more wild and banned species. Crowded condition can let animals from different genes can get swapped in. And sometimes the virus changes so much and then it can just started to spread to among people and animals. How does the coronavirus spread? So coronavirus spread primarily through droplets generated when an infected person cough or sneeze, or droplets from saliva discharged from the nose. To protect yourself, clean your hand with hand sanitizer and clean your hand with water and soap. Lockdown. Coronavirus can spread easily, so some countries decided to take some action to it. Like Belgium, Poland, France, Hungary is having a lockdown. Some countries is not having a lockdown like Sweden, Turkmenistan, and much more countries. Why is having a lockdown important? Having a lockdown is important because it can stop the virus from spreading. Like if we're in lockdown, we can't meet people face to face. So when we can't meet people, the virus can stop spreading. And by that, we can be safe and the virus can't stop spreading. Lockdown has been useful by China and South Korea have brought down their cases dramatically through by having social distancing, lockdown, and by widespread testing. Vaccine. COVID-19 vaccine are effective at protecting you from COVID-19, especially from severe illness and death. COVID-19 vaccine can reduce the risk of people spreading the virus from COVID-19. COVID-19 vaccine can help our bodies develop our immunity to the virus that caused COVID-19 without us having to have the COVID-19. For everyone who is 12 years old or older, you guys can get your vaccine. Interestingly, coronavirus also can spread to animals like a tiger at the New York Zoo. Did you know that coronavirus also can stay at surfaces 24 hours on card boxes and 2 to 3 days to on plastic and stainless steel? And the first lockdown for coronavirus was in Hubei province city, China. The WHO has suggested physical distancing, wearing masks, keeping rooms well ventilated, avoiding crowds, washing your hands, and cough into bent elbow or cough into a tissue. Coronavirus is a very dangerous virus. I hope that coronavirus can quickly end so that we can resume to our normal activity and we can meet our friends and our teachers. And I hope that people are safe and healthy. And don't forget to wear masks and wash your hands and social distancing where you go out. That's all. Thank you.
Wow, Chloe, what an impressive and informative speech from you. So let me welcome our first judges of the day, Miss Cecilia, to give a constructive feedback on Chloe's speech.
Hi, Chloe. It is really nice to see you again here. Finally, you are on real stage. Congratulations for today's delivery. Chloe, I really love the fact that you know so much about Corona and how important it is to get vaccine, to get your hands washed all the time, and then why lockdown is important. Now, a lot of people need to hear this, right? And one of the way you deliver it is by vocal variety, by using your vocal variety, which is what you did really well today. Which when you say, "Did you know that the virus can stay on surfaces for this long and this long?" Right? You use that vocal variety so that people listen to you. Now, the second thing, what I like about your speech today is your pronunciation and your enunciation. People can listen to you really well. Your English is perfect, you pronounce it perfectly, and you enunciate every word, which makes it even clearer. The third is your detailed explanation. Okay, you have several sections that you delivered today, which is the lockdown, the vaccine, the how long it can stay in some certain areas and stuff like that, right? Which brings me to the suggestions. Now, from each section, before you go to another section, I suggest you to do this magic, which is pause. So people know that you have done speaking about why lockdown is important, and now you're talking about the vaccine, the importance of vaccine. So use the pause effectively so that people can follow through and can absorb the information for a minute. You know what I'm saying? So like just 5 seconds before you go to another section of your speech. That will help the audience to understand you better. And I think the last but not least is the ability for you to get the point to be relevant to the speaker. What do I mean by that? Instead of saying, "Do you know why lockdown is important?" you can make it even more relatable to the audience by saying, "I know we all hate lockdown." You see how personal it makes, like you and the audience, it makes us human how we hate the lockdown, right? And then you say, "But it is important because of this and this and this and this." Okay, so by that, that concludes my feedback for you, Chloe. I am looking forward to see you perform on the next real stage.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much for the constructive feedback, Miss Cecilia. So let us proceed to our second judges, Mr. Masuri, to give the feedback on Chloe's speech.
Hi, Chloe. This is the first time that we meet as well. How do you feel right now?
A bit nervous.
A little bit nervous. All right, but you have done really well, Chloe. You have done really well. And just now, from Miss Cecilia has described which are your strengths, and I agree totally that your strength, the greatest strength, is in your vocal dynamics. You have good pronunciation, enunciation. You know, let me tell you a little bit more about my interest. You know, when I hear your speech, basically, I suddenly reflected back to a video that I watched on YouTube that explains about coronavirus much earlier last year, right? So I felt that when I watched the video, I felt that it was very well done because the speaker spoke really well. The voiceover, because the video is not, there's no picture, no human inside the whole presentation in the explanation. It's just animation. So when I close my eyes and I hear your voice, basically, I suddenly remembered that video because the way you conducted or explained the whole thing makes it like a professional video posted on YouTube. So that is the voice quality that I can see from your side. All right. Now, to this advantage, I could see there are a wide range of topics that you can talk about. There are wide contents that you can basically present with your strength, and you would make it interesting instantly with your voice. Now, I kept wondering just now. I kept wondering why. I kept wondering, what if you choose a different topic today? What if you choose a different topic today? I know that COVID-19 is a very relevant topic, but I was wondering, what if you deliver a different topic? Because this coronavirus, it becomes, we need to be reminded about it, but because many people talk about it, it's very difficult to bring out uniqueness in your speech. And in terms of content, we need to have a unique content. Unique content so people will remember, oh, this is how basically Chloe explains about coronavirus. And if, let's say, we cannot find the point where it is unique in a coronavirus topic, we can find another topic that makes it interesting, because you have all it takes to become a professional speaker, or even your voice is of that professional voiceover artist. So that's it from me. Keep going on. I know it's not easy to speak in real stage with this pressure of people watching it, but you have done really well, and I'm impressed. Good job, and all the best for your next stage, Chloe. Back to our MC today, Edwin.
Thank you, Mr. Masuri, for a very constructive feedback on Chloe's speech. So I believe with the constructive feedback from our two judges, Chloe will be a better speaker in the next speech. So let us have a 60-second of silence for our judges to finalize their evaluation. So the 60-second is over. So here is our last but not least speaker. She like to watch YouTube during this pandemic to kill the time. So today she will deliver a speech which the topic I think I like it the most, which is Save the Earth. So let me welcome on stage Andrin. Hi Andrin, how are you?
Hi, sir. I'm fine.
So are you ready for the speech?
Yes.
Okay, great. Andrin, the stage is yours.
Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we live in the same world, in this earth. The importance of saving our environment, especially our rainforests, is the need for all of us. For human beings to survive, it's not only for us, but also for our next generation. We are all aware of the current state of our environment. Mother Earth is on the brink of total destruction brought by pollution, irresponsible use of resources, and the excessive use of conventional fuel such as fossil fuel and nuclear energy. There are many simple activities that we can do in order to participate in saving our Earth. Here are some examples. First, stop deforestation and do reforestation movement.
Second, reduce fuel consumption. Third, use environmentally friendly products. Fourth, reduce the use or purchase of goods made of plastic because almost all of plastic waste will produce harmful gases when burned and can pollute the environment. Fifth, be efficient in the use of water and electrical energy consumption. Sixth, reduce the use of materials containing aerosols. Seventh, join and participate in environmental campaigns such as Earth Day, Save Our Earth, and Stop Global Warming. But the most simple way, in my opinion, that I often do it is pick the rubbish that on the floor and put it in the right place. But during this pandemic, we must try not to hold other people's used objects. I've ever did that before, and my mother said, "You can pick the rubbish up, and it is a good behavior. But during this corona, try not to pick others' used objects because you didn't even know that they have a virus or not." The people of Earth have wasted and misused the natural resource of Earth. Several plans have been developed to stop the abuse of Earth. Environmental problems have become so complex that many individuals feel that they can have no effect on them. The Earth does not belong to us. We belong to the Earth. Save the Earth, save a life. I'm Andrin. Thank you very much.
Wow, Andrin, such an amazing and informative speech by you. So, without any delay, let me invite our first judges, Mr. Masuri, to give a constructive speech. To give a constructive feedback.
Yes, Edwin. Well, I'm excited to talk to Anjane because I think you have many supporters watching right now, and you have done greatly in front of the screen as well. And what I really want to say is the way you give this, give this speech is full of emotion, which means we could feel that you care so deeply about this topic. And that's why we could see the passion that you have when you talk about it. The passion is expressed in a way that you use your pressure, you use your vocal variety, your vocal dynamics really well to make sure that people know, hey, this is important and you have to listen to me. This is very important. And we could feel that. That comes very naturally as a speaker. When we can see if a speaker is passionate about a topic, we can directly feel that. And I feel that in your speech. Now, if I reflect back, if I have to suggest you one thing to improve this whole speech, although we need to give out our whole emotion and show seriousness in this topic, but I do think that if you have smiles on your face when you deliver this speech, it wouldn't reduce the seriousness of this topic, and it would give extra impression to the listeners that you are a pleasant speaker, a pleasant and serious speaker that people would like to listen to. So put on a smile. You have an incredible story already. You have incredible script already, and you presented it well. You delivered it well. Just extra smile onto the screen that would impress a lot of audience. So that is my simple suggestion to you, Andrin. Keep going on, keep training, because I could see a lot of talent in you. Back to our MC today.
Thank you, Mr. Masuri, for the very great feedback. So let us proceed to our second judges, Miss Cecilia. Please welcome on stage.
Hi, Andrin. It is such a pleasure to meet you, even though it's online. But I really am feeling the genuine vibe that you really care to save this earth. You begin your speech with a very serious note that we have to take care of our earth, right? And then you continue with all of the steps that you can follow to save the earth. And I just really love the way you are genuinely caring about our earth, and I can feel it from the audience perspective. And you use pressure really well when you close the statement that earth doesn't belong to us, but we belong to the earth. You use pressure and you use pause, and it is so impactful when you close your speech today. Really well done. Now, on to the suggestion. I realized that you use the hand gesture 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and so on and so forth. Now, I do believe that in the beginning of the speech, it is also really important for you to use the hand gesture to make it even firmer. Okay? So when you say earth doesn't belong to us, we belong to the earth, you can use your hand gesture and you can use it big, so it is even more impactful. Okay? You have already used your body language, but if you use it even bigger or even firmer, that it makes your point gets across really well, okay, to the audience. And yeah, I agree with Sir Mashuri, is that your smile when in the beginning, before you start the speech, you smile a little and it already touched my heart. Imagine when you use the smile throughout your speech. I think it will touch a lot of people's heart, and they will definitely are more obliged to save the earth along with you. So Andreen, I can see that you can be one of the UNICEF environmentalist speakers in the future, and I can't wait to see your progress. Back to you, Edwin.
Thank you very much, Miss Cecilia, for the very constructive feedback on Andreen's speech. So I believe with the feedback from our two judges, Andreen will become a better speaker in the future. Andreen, I'm waiting for your next speech. So basically, ladies and gentlemen, that will be the end of the Orator Society Junior and Youth Real Stage. So thank you very much for turning into this session. And no worries, because we will have another session of Real Stage for professional level after a few minutes break. So you still can watch the Real Stage for pro level through this live on YouTube. Let's give our full support. So don't go anywhere and stay tuned.